motivate my student. I remember didn't even prepare. No. I'm finishing all my laptop. Yena uSimphiwe wasifundela enyuvesi ukuthi umuntu uyozilanda ngawo wonke amazwi ayize awakhuluma. Mangiyazi ukuthi amazwi amaningi izakazisho njalo kunamaphutha ugcina kuba namazwi ayize. And kuzobona okukhulu ekukhulumeni kakhulu. Ave bathandekayo. So ngiyathanda ukuthi ngizihlalele phansi and futhi lamalanga yazi kuyangisiza ukuhlala phansi bathandekayo. But ke ngifila bed nakasazobuza kwesithulu ngishela ngafila bed ngathi okay, let me come and just share my story. I mean bathandekayo. I just hope it motivates someone. I mean bathandekayo. And uSimphiwe has read a lot of verses and maybe giving usaba nesidingo but nje kunamavesi ayi-2 i-angle engiqhamuka ngayo mina Simphiwe kusele le yakho mina le yami yokuthi emhlabeni you will have trouble. So lapha ku Genesis chapter 3 uma ufunda lapha ku verse 17, then to Adam he said, because you have heeded the voice of your wife and have eaten from the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for your sake. In toil you will eat of it all the days of your life. And then there's another verse, John chapter 16, verse 33. These things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulations. Hallelujah. Amen. In the world you will have tribulations. Yeah. And then it continues and says, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Amen. Ngiyawathanda lama vesi. Ngiwabonile enzeke empilweni yami. I think now uwabonile enzeke empilweni yakho. Amen bathandekayo. I come from a very ngiyengizwe laba abaphezulu abamedia bathi humble beginnings, you know. So now I'm from very humble beginnings. Ekhaya besilala nje sidle sometimes simixe ipapa nje lodwa because bekulinywa ekhaya so umbila bomningi impuphu bengapheli. So we just mix papa thanga neshukela. The following day it's sourish. And then we mix with sugar, we eat, we grow. Yeah, that's right. So I grew up from from that situation. And ekhabe spending anyana, so ekhabe bangakhona ukukhulisa sonke so basipha abo auntie nabo yabo. So nami I happen to stay with many different families. I mean bathandekayo. And efundeni kwami nakhona it's very humble beginnings. It's not maturity school, you know, those things. Speaking school. Thina esifunda lesifunda ngesizulu. Kuthi uyabona English besifunda ngesizulu kuthi eat. Uma yaku tense uba what? That's where I come from. So coming from there, fast forward but I completed matric at 22 years. So you can imagine. At 27 years, I started my first day at 2J. 27 years. And I finished in Rakgalakane. 3 years I was done. But it wasn't easy. I mean, so man figure tertiary for the first time in my life. Next. I mean, so I just realized, I'm gonna fail this man. I'm lose on the team. English vele mina ngisastruggle ukuqoqa nje istory nge-English ngisastruggle let alone ukuthi ngizwe umuntu akhuluma nge-English I mean, I said I'm going to share my story. I hope it encourages someone. I mean, and I realized by the time in school, and between school, I was working, I was trying to make means of life, and then I realized I would without a qualification, it's impossible to get the job that I want, or to get to a point where I want to be. I had dreams. And as from humble beginnings as it is, I had dreams. Yeah, when he's born and I'm in drive, you know all these dreams you guys have, right? Yeah, I had those dreams. And I could see, if 400 a month, it won't do me any good. I need that. And of course, I was in school, and fortunately, I heard about NFSS. Someone told me about NFSS, and I applied. Fortunately, I started at UJ. At that time, they were not buying new books. They were only buying new, they were only paying for tuition, and also in that year, they were also paying for your accommodation. But in Wadi, you had to see what Kumananjan. So, but come the first test, I got a distinction.
Hallelujah.
In banking. I'm in Matanigai. I had one test book. Mina magi was saying test book, I had to phone people. Only be 10 rand, only be 50 rand. Actually, not even the test book, year registration. Year registration. I remember I called different people to give me my registration. To give me money, I remember a rest, they were 400. I called, can I have 50 rand? I need 50 rand. Can I have 400 rest? That was it. I mean, and then from there, I managed to buy one textbook. I was doing 7 subjects. A library, for an hour, you borrow a book for an hour and you take it back. I thought, okay, that opportunity, and I had this thing with no man, I need to work hard. Because first of all, behind, even I'm going to go to sometimes English pen. I can't even make friends. But in the process, I tried to go to Nami, Nifunde fast. So I had to work twice as much as everyone. So I remember I used to, library 7, I'll borrow this book, after an hour, I'm making notes for each and every subject. Library 10. That's about Barbara, I just knew, okay, behind me is the so I need to catch up. My strategy was, textbook so you've got chapter 1, Genesis, chapter. How I used to study is I set up questions for each and every chapter. From day 1, I knew the exam. That's why I'm not too late to because I am finally preparing an answer figure. But day one in the library, you study as if you're going to write an exam or a test. And let's just test maybe it's in 2 months' time. But today, you study as if you're going to write an exam. So that's how I used to study. So I would set up questions for me from chapter 1 until chapter 20. So I have this lot of questions. And every time I write exam, every night I write exam for each chapter. To know these things, to understand these things, to get it into my head. I mean, so that was my strategy. I think the understanding of Uguti Bazalwan, blesses us. Like in your studies, blessing, because these days I'm starting to. And says what I should blessing. All along my time I'm going no man, if blessing is to have a car, have these nice things you want. And I just realized, but I've been working for these things. No man, it's tugu. You see that Genesis verse I read? It's tugu. I'm feeling like God hasn't taken that cast away. It's like we still need to work hard. Amen. So I'm going to encourage you to work hard. And it might sound like trouble, tribulations, like Usimpiwe has mentioned. But you know what? That's why you're here. Here you will have trouble. Here you will have tribulations. I remember last month, it was so hard in life. I said, yeah, life is tough. I just realized, I know I've been saying this, and I realized life is tough, Bazaman. You just need to toughen up now. Be that tough person and say, okay, life, you are tough. I'm going to be tough. Because life is not easy, Bazaman. I sat and looked, as Simple spoke about depression. I don't wish that thing for anyone. And I remember someone describing it, depression, it's like someone has told you yesterday, your mother, your brother, and your sister has passed away. You know that feeling? That is depression. It's not nice. And that sad feeling, it's sad. It goes on and on and on, and it's kind of like eats you up. So I don't wish that for anyone. And I know, if we are at school, you do get to that point of anxiety and depression and all that. But all I'm saying, just step back a little bit and understand, okay, these are the tribulations Jesus said I will have. But he also said, be of good cheer, because I have overcome the world. So, but it's like I always say, it's like God has won the victory for you. And then to win a victory. What now victory. When you don't have to go to run the same race in the same manner that you were supposed to, because God He gives you strength to go the journey. It's not the same as you're gonna go alone now. Amen. So uJesu or I think it's First Peter. Let's cast all your cares upon me because I care for you. Amen. You have to cast everything. Everything. Cast all your cares upon God because He cares for you. Amen. So in encouragement, it's a bit roughish in a way, because I'm saying be strong. I'm saying be strong. Fight back. In other words, I'm saying don't sit back. Don't be like, hey, because in time. I remember in my years of school, that year was very tough. So we were thinking Standard Bank, and then Standard Bank wanted to take our student to a course. What do you call those 3 months thing? Internship. So when that happened, I was doing both. I had to do, I'm a subject on my own. I never done stats before. I had to do stats from scratch. It was not easy. And then from there, we wrote an exam. So I was writing an exam with my 7th subject that I'm currently doing for that year. I didn't qualify for banking, although I'm bragging about record year. But you know what? God came through for me. That's why I'm saying the better thing now with the journey, we walk out with Christ. You're not walking alone. Because you always have to go back to Christ and say, Lord, I can't do this. And then He gives you strength. I'm in and I went to teacher Pampela's wife with this. I was like, I'm not repeating the subject. I'm not repeating the subject. And he was like, but you failed. You failed, you failed. I'm like, I know I failed, but I'm not. Give me a chance. No, I can't even write a song. You know what I mean? So I had to. Sometimes now you have to do something on your side. I mean, you can't say God is gonna make me pass. Now you have to fight the journey. Now I have to fight with Pamela and say, I'm not repeating. Find the mark somewhere. Just find it. Just find it. I have to write it. I'm not repeating this course. Do you understand, Uti? That's a whole year because of one subject. I mean, and guess what? We found them. and I wrote and I finished in record time. I mean, so MC, okay. I hope you guys are motivated.